na yɛpanyime nso sɛ mesɛm no mada no ase bebe ɔno na ɛbo a mede me ba soro ha no mede hyɛn no ɛde me ba ha mfide na dɔɔso wɔ ha paa yɛnya nwie yɛkɔ aseɛ hɔ no menkate ne nti bibi akɔ biara Nigeria man yang ɛbɛtumi akɔ yanko acho odi emra na ye kɔ na bo nse machines no enka top say pa sulu say na machines no bebre na san bet enam say isu sen ne ye tabno no nso enye papa nti ye tabno no nye papa nti ama awrana no edinti yentimi nkoso honom isabe kakra ya mo hu ekra no ye wi asan akɔ ase ho ama mo hu ba bia e fa ba penyin for meda obi bia ase bebre ama obi ajo na me ka say me din the first time me wa fe pae tututu machines no asem na na e ka wa fe pae na no an da so gua no otrofo no se bia me dance ni e wa abrochile ofinance ni ofinini ana na ye kurubunu mu no ofene kwane na eda ho no o hwa no ma actually say papa I will try to find you.
All right, viewers, God bless you so much for everything. And you can see from the videos that are playing in the background that we are talking about Galamsey in Ghana. And then right now we have our brother from an association that is doing an amazing job. This association is set up from people that lived in the diaspora, and they have tried to petition the government of Ghana to see how best the Galamsey problem can be resolved. We're going to hear from this group. What is the group called and what have they done so far? They've done a lot, but I believe that if we hear from a member from the association, it will be better. So let us get ourselves prepared. You've heard the national anthem of Ghana and how the anthem speaks volumes about what the Ghana citizens would want to do to make sure the nation is the best country. So right now we have our brother on the line that we're going to be speaking with. So without much ado, I will invite our brother Aqua, who will come and join us shortly in this discussion. Brother Aqua, good evening in Sydney.
Good evening, brother. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Yourself?
Not too bad. We thank God for today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you are a member of the group that is working on trying to avert the problem that is happening in Ghana concerning Galamsey. Is that right?
That's right. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And first of all, I would like to greet your viewers and thank them for coming to the platform. Galamsey has been a threat to our environment, and so there's, as you said, that came together to form an association. The name of the group is Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group. Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group. It's a non-governmental organization who have the concern about the environment. Our main aim is to educate people about the environment, the threats. We want to encourage people to plant trees. We want to encourage people not to waste water. In summary, in anything that causes threat to the environment is our concern, and that's what we do. Our main fight at the moment now is Galamsey, as everyone knows, and I'm representing the group today to take you through a few of the things that we've done so far. Thank you so much, bro.
You're most welcome. That is exactly what we want to know. Viewers, that is Brother Aqua Justice speaking from Sydney branch of this association. Their president, I think their president or the key person will be joining us today or on another day to give us a few more current updates. But for now, we'll be discussing this. So viewers, I believe you've seen the Galamsey and its impact on the Ghanaian environment. I'll be playing a few videos which you may have seen at the beginning of the program, just for everybody to have a good idea of how they are doing this Galamsey. This is called illegal mining. Watch this video for a second, and then Brother Aqua will come. And then we will hear from Brother Aqua what the group has done so far? How far have they gone with the government of Ghana? How far, what has been the response, if there has been any, and what are the expectations the group has in trying to avert the situation of Galamsey in Ghana? Stay tuned and watch these videos of how the young men are creating a deadly cave with their own hands, and they live in the same danger. You can see what is going on there. They are using their hands to create this mess, and they live in it.
Not seeing the video. I don't know. Have you tagged me with it?
All right, so viewers, that was one of the videos of the Galamsey and the menace and what it is causing in the country Ghana. You can see how the young men are caving in, making the water bodies messy, and then many souls are perishing, many souls are getting sick. Things are just going on in this country that at the moment, they said there has been a significant rise in cases of cancer in Ghana. Why? Because of the chemicals being used to destroy the nation Ghana. Okay, these chemicals they are using, they call it cyanide, and some other chemicals they are using just for these miners is destroying the water bodies. So people that are eating food planted in that environment, people that are drinking water from these water bodies are all getting sick. So right now we'll be discussing with Brother Aqua, as we have him on here, what has his association done, and who is the president, or who is the leader that was supposed to have been here with us, and then who is he representing for now, and then where are we taking it? I know the name of the lady. She's called Elizabeth Va. All right, so that is her name, Elizabeth Va, but I want Brother Aqua to introduce Sister Madam Elizabeth, and then then he'll take us through what the group has done so far. Brother Aqua, we want to hear from you.
Okay, thank you once again. This group, I think initially, Sister Va, as you've already mentioned her name, started it, and most of us saw the importance of it, and we joined her. I think she's been doing a lot of work. Most of you who watch Metro TV and other stations in Ghana, she's been doing a lot of interviews and coming to the news to talk about it and tell people the importance of how to protect our environment for us and for the future generation. That's right. This lady came up with this idea, as I said before, and we are part of it. Now, as I said, the association or the group, our main concern now is the Galamsey as is going on. We've seen a lot of problems that Galamsey is causing. Galamsey is causing death, is causing sickness, is destroying the environment. And if we think about this, we cannot sit down. We have to stand up and start talking and start educating people about the importance of the environment. You know, God in his own mind created the environment that we have to depend on. And so when we start destroying the environment, we are destroying ourselves indirectly, but we don't have any idea of it. And so I think it's about time that people get to know what is going on. People are educated, their eyes are open, so that they will stand up for themselves. And that is our main concern now. The Galamsey is our key thing that we are fighting at this moment. I think Sister Va will soon join us, but for now I'm going to be representing her.
All right, that is beautiful. And so the name of the association, one more time, is the Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group. Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group. Can you confirm that for us?
Yeah, We have a website that you can, if you want to know more about us, you can go there. If you want also to join us, we have a website. You can also sign up with us on our website.
All right, that's really good. That's very, very good to hear. And so right now, what I want to find out from you is, so what has your group done so far concerning the Galamsey in Ghana? What has been the actions you guys have taken?
First of all, as I said, we have been writing letters to the government. Okay, Sister Va is joining us now, so very soon.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we have written a lot of letters to the government, and we have stated the problems, even though they know we have to state it, and then we also have come up with solutions. And so this is what we've given to the government. Now, Brother Sister Va will be able to give us the update, but as of now, I have not heard anything from the government. And so when Sister Va joins us, she's going to give us the final update of the response from the government of Ghana. Yep.
Perfect. So it means that the proposal has been sent, the petition has been sent to the government of Ghana, but you're not aware of any current feedback from the government of Ghana yet. I've got a copy of the proposal, as you may know. And so right now, what I want us to do is that let us look at some of the, because everybody has seen and people know about the dangers of Galamsey or illegal mining and what it is causing the country Ghana. Everybody kind of is aware in a way. So right now, we want to hear from you. What are some of the things you propose to be the solution for this problem?
For the proposal, I think we have proposed so many solutions to the government, and I think I'd like to state just a few of it, but we've done so many work about that. We know that say because people are not listening because of work. That's the main thing. If people are working, they won't even engage in this. And so we've come up with solutions. Now, the activity that are going on, we want it to stop. You know, I always say that there's nothing like illegal mining.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. It doesn't matter whether you've been given license or not. Whatever you are doing there is causing problem to the environment. It's causing, so there's nothing like, when I hear illegal mining, I don't agree with that. There's nothing like illegal mining. There's nothing like that. And so we want, first of all, we want small scale mining to stop. We want it to stop. And so because we want it to stop, there should be an alternative, because these people, this is their livelihood. And so if they are going to stop, what next? What are they going to depend on? And so we've proposed to the government to come up with training people, like vocational stuff, getting into the environment in Ghana, showing them the effect that, as they already know the effect, and the options that can help them. Because at the moment that you use all these excavators to clear the land, is of no use anymore. But if we continue to plant
Brother Aqua, can you hold on for a second? I think Sister Va is on the line at the moment.
Okay.
So I would put you on. Yeah, just keep on talking. She will come up via video, so we're listening. So
we doesn't want them to destroy the soil, but we want the soil to be there for them to depend on it. Now the second one is for the government to undertake public education campaign to inform the public about the dangers of illegal and irresponsible mining. As I said, the government has to come in to educate the people. We know that the president went to Kumasi, met them, and then there was another internal meeting that we don't know. But these stakeholders, they should be trained so that when they go to their various places, in their various villages and all that, they can also train the people over there. Now the problem with that is some of these chiefs are not working, And so they also depend on this. What is the government going to do about this? That's another thing that we're talking about. But we have to make it in a way that some sacrifice has to be done somewhere along the line. People has to think about the future and save the land. Wow. Now, the third point is we have to reclaim the land. Those land that has been destroyed, there should be something that has to be done to close all these sinkholes and which is causing death trap for other people. Now, you know what? I think Sister Val will be the best person to take us through all these things and give us updates. So I'll give room a bit for Sister Val to take control, and then I'll join it.
Okay, so we welcome Sister Val on the platform. Sister Val, please, are you available? If we can see you, we can see that it says it's in our hands. Okay, we can see your logo. Your voice is also, I think your mic is working. Can you hear us, please?
It's a little bit faint.
Okay, is it better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Oh, very good. Okay, so that's fine. So please, are you ready to start giving us a bit of an introduction about yourself? And we've spoken a bit about you through Brother Aqua, but if you can introduce yourself, and if it's possible, is your camera going to be on, or you would like to keep it like that?
It's a bit early here, so yeah. But yeah, I can be on camera. Let me see.
Okay.
One moment.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. So viewers, that is Sister Val that is preparing to come on live, so you can see her. We want to make it as credible as possible. We are not just, throwing dust in the air. This is a platform that we believe in creating, possible solutions that will be better for everybody. It's not just to make noise and to throw dust into anybody's eyes. We have Sister Val here that is going to be able to assist us with what we are doing. So at this stage, I will excuse myself and allow Sister Val to speak to us. So there you go. Welcome, Sister Val.
Hello.
Aqua.
Yes, Elua. I like Elua better because that's closer to my people.
Oh, so which one do you like?
Elua.
Okay, Elua. Okay. All right. So can you
Elua is my name. Yes, so that draws me closer.
It draws you closer to home. I know.
Yes.
Yeah. So please.
So yeah, just a little bit of an introduction. I am in Zuma. I grew up in the village. The place is called Bakanta, and when you go there, you see why some of us can't keep quiet when Ghanaian rivers look the way they are. I grew up by River Manzule. It's right by the sea, and if it were this part of the world, that's $1 million houses you'd see there, because that is nature at its best. And so when we saw the pictures coming out, especially of the Join Lagoon, and in my community, it was like a ritual. Every year around, I forget the exact time, but around August thereabouts, young men and women go to, they used to go to the, Jawe area, and then on the Chapum and those areas on the border with Cote d'Ivoire, and they fished. They fished for all that time. They made so much money. When they came home, it was like, the people from the diaspora have come home. And then now, when I saw the picture of the Join Lagoon having become like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not a lagoon anymore. And I was just so perplexed at what we are doing as a country to ourselves, to our rivers. And so we just started this group.
Yeah.
And as we told the story, people saw the pictures, they all joined up. So this Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group initially used to be a Galamsey Action Group, because we were an action group that was so on to Galamsey, against Galamsey. Then we decided to change the name and make it a bit more inclusive and for us to be able to speak even beyond Galamsey.
Wonderful.
So we've been around for almost 2 years, and we've used whatever means we can. We have people from all over the world. Ghanaians. Andy here is an example. He's also in Zama in Australia. So Ghana Environmental Advocacy Group is everywhere on the continent, everywhere in the world where most of our members are. We have some in Ghana as well.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about what is happening at home. We don't just talk. In June 2021, our technical team came up with a solution document of proposals for how this can be tackled. We sent that to the government, our chiefs, communities, some of these agencies, as many people as we can get, and whom we thought would be able to speak up and do something about it.
Yeah.
Some of the proposals, in one way or another, seem to be implemented, but there hasn't been that commitment to really do this objectively and without any interest.
Yeah.
We've seen some effort at removing mercury, and so we had there was this Kulabalu, about 100 or so mercury-free machines. But what really impact is that going to make in the midst of all of this? You have only 100 mercury-free machines, or even less, and you have a plan as a government to open up over 200 community mining units around the country. I mean, the house is on fire, and you are pouring more petrol into it. It doesn't make sense. Even when you go and look at how they are doing this community mining, although on paper they have a procedure document that is so nicely written, you go down to the ground and it's just Galamsey, or even worse, because Galamsey people were hiding to do it. Now you call it community mining, they say we have a license. So they are just clearing whatever is in their path. And they're doing nothing different from how Galamseyers operated. They would come in there, sometimes they come with their Chinese contractors, just get on the ground, clear everything there, dig all these pits, wash it all, and leave the, leave the pit filled with their mercury and all of that, and move on to the next thing. I mean, is this a way to provide jobs? When they come in and within 3 months, they eat the land up and then leave everything and go. What kind of job creation is this? So this community mining is actually worse than Galamsey, because it's now being confidently done, and everything in their way is being eaten up. Some of the proposals that we put there was to ban this small scale mining, to ban it for at least 2 years. Now, during the period of the ban, we use that opportunity to really take a good look at this whole thing, do a concrete cost benefit analysis to ask ourselves. We say that this small scale mining is providing 40% of gold production or whatever. I don't even know how they come by that. We say that it provides jobs. But when we do a proper cost benefit analysis of what is the cost of this gold production against the environment and the long-term impact on the people, and whether it does make sense to do this at this time, it doesn't. If they take the time to do that cost benefit analysis, they're going to realize that no, it doesn't. Not at all. The amount of destruction we have we have put on this country for the past 8 to 10 years is going to take us decades to fix, if even it can be fixed. Because how can you fix 100-year-old forest reserve that has been raised down in a week? You can't fix that. How can you fix River Cobra, River Pra, River Fen that people rely on for their gold, for their cocoa, for their foodstuff. How? This is good. If we really want to restore these rivers, it would take us decades.
Yeah.
Not talking about the amount of mercury that has been sunk onto the earth in Ghana, especially southern Ghana, and the effect is going to have on the people now and into the near future.
Yeah.
So the cost is negative to the people, to the Ghanaian public. The only place where it's positive is the few financiers. And even upon all this gold, look at how the Ghana city is doing. So if we are producing 40% of whatever it is, where is that money? What is it really doing in the economy of Ghana? You go to those places like Boy and areas where the land and everything has been destroyed for this gold. Where does this money end up? In brothels. Okay? In what do you call betting houses and brothels around the same area. So you are destroying the environment to buy what? Decadence. To buy moral degradation. It's not helping us at all. So we ask them to put a pause on it. Employ these people to restore the land that has been degraded. If you go to our Elambele, posts that were dug 2.5 years ago are still there in the middle of town. In April 2021, a 16-year-old girl fell into one of those pits and died, and that pit is still open. So people's children are still at risk of falling into this pit and dying. 2.5 years. Are we human?
Okay, so Sister Val, I think we've got a lot of things happening. Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like there's so much of the negative things, the negative feedback we're getting from this Galamsey. It kind of outweighs the advantages that the Ghana community seems to be getting, even if we are getting any. So in this regard, we would like to know what step your association has put so far in place. Like you said, you've sent, I know you've sent a proposal or a petition to the government of Ghana concerning this issue. Am I correct?
So we've sent several things. We've sent the proposal. First, we started with an online petition. As I speak to you, that online petition has garnered almost 15,000 signatures from all over the country and even outside. And it's mostly Ghanaians who are appalled as we are at what is happening in the country. Because we know that if we continue on this journey, 5 to 10 years down the line, we will not have a country.
Yeah.
So we did that. We've already sent the petition to all those people that it's addressed, but it's still online. You can send your people there to go and take a look and sign on as well, because this is going to be a living document for all of us to know that we have sent this to the Ghanaian government and all those people named in it.
That's good. And so by the end of this discussion, can I possibly have a link to that online petition so that we can upload it to our viewers, so everybody that is watching us, it's a document worth endorsing signatures to, because it's going to be a proof even in future that you wanted the best for your country. It's whether it is used positively or not, your hand or your fingerprint will be on a positive move, and that is a great thing to do. So talking about the petition that has gone to the country, have you heard positively from the officers you've sent the petition to, especially the most important man of the country, Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is the president of Ghana? Have you had any feedback from the office of the president?
Well, as a group, we haven't officially heard anything from them, but we know that Parliament, it was discussed in Parliament, and the points we raised in there were all explained to the lands and minerals. The lands minister. He came to Parliament to answer questions, and the points we raised in there were read to him. He provided some responses. We did see them undertake the consultative dialogue, sometime last year, went to all those communities to talk to the people about how we can all come together and do that. But like Asante Hine said, I mean, the so-called people who gathered there to talk about Galamsey, 30% of the problem. I'm not the one saying this. Is Asante.
Thank you.
Where it was in the room at the time that they are doing that discussion, such that if people really wanted it to stop, it would have stopped, or it would have gone down. The financiers are all among them. They know themselves. They just cover themselves up. So that one, when we look at some of the things they've tried to do, like I said, the mercury-free machines, they say that we said that they should reclaim all of the land, at least put a stop, try and fix some of the devastation so that we can have some semblance of a country when you go to those areas. And then take time and map out how we do this small-scale mining properly. Somebody like Dr. I forgot his name, in the U.S., Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado.
Yeah.
Who is actually into mining, the mining consultant. He has shown pictures and videos of a place where mining is going on somewhere in the U.S. and the stream is clear, everything is clean around it.
So
let's look at how some
of
these people do this.
Please let me ask you something. Do you think Ghana's damage to the environment being caused by the Galamsey is because of lack of knowledge, or it's just because people are willing to be reckless? Is it just because people don't have the right information, right knowledge, right technique, or what do you think?
I would say it's both, but the greed trumps the lack of knowledge, because most of the people financing this, we have pastors, we have chiefs, we have politicians. They know the effect of what they are doing in those communities, but they do it anyway because of greed. Now, in some of these communities, we have seen that normally people don't understand. They don't fully understand the impact of what is happening. But when they do stand up. In fact, we have 3 communities in our unit where we can show that through education sensitization, they've come to see that no, we are not going to sit there and let somebody come and destroy our stream. Young men have come and said enough is enough. We've seen what Galamsey has done in the communities around us, and I tell you, then Western North is the is the epicenter of Galamsey, and they said no, we are not going to allow that. They worked with their pastor, and eventually got to some of us as well. And we've been so happy to support them, because when the community stands up and say we don't want this, trust me, you can be government. They will succeed against you.
Yeah.
Because the gods of those rivers are not dead. The gods in those communities are not dead. They are just sad that the community has betrayed them. So whenever the community stands up and say, no, we don't want this, no matter how few they are able to withstand these, what I call the hyenas. And we have examples of communities where they have actually signed what they call what the Father JB used to call a concord. They have signed a concord that says, we in this town do not want any mining. They don't even say just Galamsey. They don't want any mining. They like to do their cocoa farming. They like to be able to swim in their stream and do whatever they want in their stream. They want to live on the agriculture. Take your mining somewhere else. They have signed that accord so that nobody would dare, whether the Minerals Commission or anybody else, would dare give up their land for any form of farming. And when you go to that enclave, it's the only place where you will still find good stream water to bathe in or do fishing in.
Oh, all right. So if I understand you right, then it means that a certain community has been able to, just by the use of signatures, they've been able to stop the Galamsey from their community. And so what is stopping the rest of the communities?
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's lack of knowledge. Sometimes they just don't even know the the long-term impact of the mercury and all those things. And mercury is not like a poison that will just strike you dead. It's a gradual killer.
Yeah.
So they don't see it happen right away. So they think that, oh, they are going to make some money and our place is going to open up, and that's all they know. And the people who should educate them, our Information Services Department, Ministry of Information, NCCE, that should educate them about what the long-term impact is. They've all been taken over by people who are interested in taking the gold, so they don't tell them anything. Okay. But when we take the time and tell them this is what you are up against, I tell you, a good chunk of them rise up. And like I said, when a good chunk of them rise up, the gods of the area and the big God above help them succeed.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I think you've got very, very powerful points and opinions about what is happening. You've got a lot of mastery over the damage this Galamsey is causing to the land of Ghana, and I can see the passion. I've followed a lot of your discussions with even Metro TV in Ghana, I think TV3 or so. I've seen you speak at various places, and the passion with which you speak, you don't even live in Ghana yourself, but then you speak more passionately than people that live in there. If the government decides not
I know the value of water. I've lived by one.
That's right. And it's very, very admirable having someone like you who don't live in that environment feel this passionate, because there are school teachers who have read geography. They live in the same country working. There are headmasters who know better. There are chiefs who have studied and traveled around the world who live in those communities. Yet none of them is seeing what you see, and the danger is just close by them. But then you are the person speaking passionately from a very comfortable point. You know what I mean? I know you live outside Ghana, most definitely. So if you live outside Ghana and you are so passionate about something that is hurting someone who lives in the mess, Brother Aqua, don't you think this move is very priceless?
Yeah, it is. It is. Because if you look at, sometimes I'll even look at some of her pictures in Canada, and the environment that she lives in. She can decide to say, oh, I live in a better place, so why worry my head? But she still came up with this idea, and that's why we all bought into it. And as I told you, I knew that she would be the right person to do the presentation. That's why I was pushing that she would come, because she's got so many stuff to tell us.
Yeah, so we are waiting for her to reconnect to give us her final words. And her final words, we expect her to give us. Yes, sister, once you are here again, what we want to hear from you is this. Should the government of Ghana decide not to give positive response, should things not go the way your association expects, because we believe you want changes to happen, what is at the moment your next plan of action?
Thank you. And no, brother Aqua, you're doing a great job, Andy. I think everybody who is joined this association or this group is as passionate. Yeah. And given the platform, they would all speak even more passionately than I do.
And we are all gonna join. We are all gonna join too.
Excellent. Excellent. We don't have prepared scripts or whatever, but when you are touched by what you see, you'll be surprised at what you end up doing. So the government hasn't really fought this fight with the commitment and the genuineness and honesty that it deserves. So no, we are not relying on them 100%.
Good.
If you see where our advocacy is directed the past few weeks, and now that we've seen that the community level works better, that's where we are directing our attention. It doesn't mean that we won't engage. We've actually just last week sent a letter to the lands minister, because he has been saying that small scale mining produces 40% of the gold. We've asked him to let us know what that even means, where that money shows up. When we look at the budget of Ghana, we don't see that impact there. So where is this 40% ending up, and at what cost is this to the nation.
And what monetary value? What monetary value is 40%? 40% means
that
nothing.
40%, yeah. And how much of it even comes to Ghana and Ghanaians?
Yeah.
We've asked for those things to be provided, because then we can make better sense of his 40% that he throws around.
That's
but
right.
We are not sitting on our backside just waiting for them. We've gone directly to the community. You say you follow our page. You would see that we have pictures and videos coming from the community. People basically saying, "Come help us, help make our voices louder," and that's what we've done. Right now, our campaign is looking at Achuma Kotokuom in the Ashanti region. We've got pictures. The elders of the town and the chief, they've gone to bring Toto. You know Toto, right?
Yeah.
The gold mining that they do, right on the river.
Yeah, now I've seen it, because I've played a few of your videos already before you came in. So now I didn't know, but now I know the machines.
Yeah. And show that video to your viewers. I mean, how can elders of a place, most of them grew up just like I did, right by a river of Fen. You know the value of that river. You know how you would go there with your canoe. You will go there, all the kids jumping up and down, running around in the river like it's a playground. And now you go and bring these people to come and do that dastardly act to the river, so that every week they will give you 5,000 Ghana cedis. It's appalling.
Sad.
So that is our focus now, and people from that area sent us that information so that we can make their voices heard, because some of them are scared. If they said anything, they would jump on them.
Yeah.
So they need us to make their voices louder, and that's what we are doing. And when we do that, we see results. So now that's where our focus is. I'm expecting something to happen in that place this week, and then hopefully we'll move on to the next. But we are empowering citizens. That's the hashtag is Citizens Arise, no to Galamsey. We are empowering them to take matters into their own hands and save their communities.
Beautiful. That's I think that's
if the government joins in, fine, but we know they like the charade. They go about spending our money doing this big press soirees and all that.
Yeah.
If we don't see action on the ground, we're going to the ground and getting the people to take the bull into their own hands.
Yeah.
Our chiefs.
Yeah.
Initially they said, "Oh, we don't have power. We can't do this. We can't do that." And now, with the most respect, my goodness, you have more power in your communities than the mayor of Sydney has over that city. You have more power because your people look up to you for guidance, for protection, for cultural
conflict resolution, everything.
They look up to you for everything. And you don't need your power. You don't need a politician to give you your power. You were born with it. By virtue of you having that, being from that royal blood, you have been put there to take care of your ancestors too, both for them and for the future.
That's right.
And you are sitting there saying you don't have power. You are watching your community destroyed. I mean, how?
Yeah,
so we are taking them on as well. You will see that we have an appeal to them to sit up and reclaim their lost glory. Whatever it is that they've lost, they should find it, because chieftaincy in Ghana is a special institution.
Yeah,
it's a special thing we have, and we have to be able to use it for good. Not olden days, some of them sold their people for mirrors and sugar. But we cannot. Many of them use it for good, and they better find it and use that too.
That's true. So thank you so much. I think you've given a very important information to my viewers. And what I like about what you are doing is the fact that there has been a few pressure, I'll call them pressure groups from the external sources from outside Ghana, trying to pick on issues that are not working in the country. But when they do, they tend making it political. What I've checked about everything your group is doing is it kind of sounds strongly non-partisan, non-political, and it's just a problem-solving attitude that you've got. And that, to me, is very, very good. And that is why I want to join that group as well, because It's not because this president is causing anything. Because Galamsey has the word Galamsey. When I heard it first, I was a little boy. So it means that it's existed for all my life that I've been on earth. It's been there. So nobody's going to say it's this president or that president or this president. But in Ghana, we have a problem at hand. That's right. There is Galamsey destroying our land. We don't care who brought it. We don't care whose time it started. Help us solve it, because our water bodies are causing death to the water, lives, and even to our lives as well. So we are speaking from Australia, Canada, other countries to you. We are pleading, so that we can solve these things. So if we are sitting outside drinking good water and pleading for you to save yourself by giving yourself good water, then it means you have to be wise enough. And so we're pleading with you, do something about this. And we believe Ghana is a good place, and it can even be a better place. We all assume that people don't really want to solve this, but we also believe that you can solve it. Going through the grassroots, as she said, is the new way of approaching the problem. Is so fantastic. No one is going to hold any politician's neck because we know you are busy. But right now, we are going to speak to the communities. I believe you. If the community boys they are using to dig the thing on the water decide not to jump into the water, trust me, those big shots cannot mine. They cannot mine. That's why I agree with you. If we go and speak to the grassroots and they say, okay, we don't want to do that job any longer. If I used to be a Galamsey boy, they were giving us the machines to do it for them. Now I want to be a shoemaker. I want to be a mechanic. I want to be this. I want to go into a different trade. I even want to travel out of this community. It's too dangerous. If they go and they don't get workers, do you think this man, as for him, I can mention his name, this Kumasi, this Akonta mining guy, what's his name? Chama Wontumi. Can Chama Wontumi jump on his own machine and start mining? He won't. He can't. But if he's got boys to go into the water, he will sit in Kumasi, Accra, anywhere, and issue commands, do the job, and the job will get done. In the near future, when I join you, I'll show you some of those accreditations they were giving to people to mine. I got a copy. Through some means, I got one, and the person sent me the document and said, if I have a certain amount of money, I can come and buy the whatever they call it. And he showed me pictures of gold that they've dug in the country. It should be on one of my phones, and it's from a very personal person. So in the future, we will discuss some of those things. But we thank you so much for the job you are doing. Thank you for waking up this early in Canada to join us do this program. It's so uncomfortable. And Brother Aqua, we also appreciate you. Brother Aqua is one of my brothers. We are in Sydney, and then he's doing great for your group and for God and for the community. If you ever see him post a picture on Facebook, it is a picture showing a good environment, and he will put a caption, I love the environment. So you can see that his interest in the environment. At the moment, we will say thank you so much, and you would like, if you can say goodbye to any of your members, that will be your last words as we sign out. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, and so we'll see you again next time. God bless you so much for honoring our invitation.